And officially we are live. Now what was that about the blood, Green?
I just moved to a new house!
Yes, I am now living... When we last left off, I was living in New York. Now I'm living in Ohio. Ohio.
I thought it was New York.
No.
I moved from New York. We currently don't have everyone here, but Will says to start without him. I'll just text him, catching him up to speed. He is, again, having a little trouble going home because college.
And his mom wanted to eat food.
Yeah. Green, you were missing last week because you had a trip thingy.
I did. Yeah, and because of that same trip, I won't be here for the next section either. But
speaking of which, would it be okay if we do the next one 2 weeks after? Because next week I got a trip to go to with my boyfriend.
We already do it every 2 weeks.
Okay, make sure, and at least I asked. Because I know we're so close to the finale.
Valid.
Yeah. Well,
in the meantime, they did manage to solve the last case. R.I.P. Demi.
And R.I.P. Circe's heart.
And Wisteria's heart.
Everyone.
Speaking of Wisteria, are you still muted? Yes, she is.
Yes, they are.
I did ask for today if they weren't talking that they were going to be muted, but just to confirm, Wisteria, are you here? She is in the call, but
Type something in general if you can hear us.
But yeah, Circe's heartbroken because one of her best friends was the killer.
Yep. This is why we have these rules, but we break them. Rules are meant to be broken.
Like buildings or people. I legit got that from TikTok. Don't at me.
probably weddings.
So, anyway, hang on. Let me just grab the floor plans for this chapter. How did I say floor plans?
Can I just give up now?
No.
Not yet.
No. So, shall we officially get started?
Let's rock it, young.
Let's officially get started with chapter 5. We're nearing the end. Monokuma, if you may.
Yeah, so at about this point, I would probably describe about what Richie's nightmares are like, but he's not here, so we're just going to skip that.
Neither is Wisteria.
Yeah.
But you probably know the drill at this point. He's having nightmares, but at least he's sleeping in the same cabin as Xavier and Friedrich, so he's not exactly doing this alone. They're just heavy sleepers.
Yeah. So, the next morning comes around. It's very foggy today. The weather at this campground seems to have been rather consistent the whole time you were here. But today, the sky is overcast. A sort of a gray, as sheets of clouds blanket the sky as far as the eye can see. And visibility is a little bit limited as sheets of water vapor hang in the air. Doesn't stop anybody from getting to the dining hall, the mess hall, as Friedrich and Torrance are already there, eating by themselves.
And Charlotte is nowhere to be seen.
Anybody seen Charlotte?
Right.
No, not since the whole thing with Demi.
She was out. Like we haven't seen her this morning. Like when I woke up, she wasn't there.
Oh, she's hey.
Where do y'all?
For her.
Where do you all think she might have gone to?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go look at the company.
Ah, crap! Asteria just dropped. This is gonna be awkward.
Why?
Two of our players are missing. One was in the call and dropped, and the other is yet to arrive. Okay. Nope. We can try to roll with this. Is Wisteria having internet problems right now?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, let's just try to keep going.
Show must go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So it's currently only 4 people at the dining hall right now.
And I posted I was asking if anyone wants to join Circe into looking for finding the others.
I will help.
Richie was in the cabin last time I saw her.
Is he?
Well,
Was he asleep?
He seemed to be having the most peaceful sleep he's had in a while.
no night. That's a surprise.
I feel bad, you know?
I think we all do. Minus damn bear.
There's still nothing from Monokuma nor Monomi, but I can only imagine it will be a matter of time before either of them show their faces again.
Or only just sing Monokuma and he just appears. It's like what was that thing's name?
Let's not know
Scarab?
Let's not
Scarab
do not
song or
get
something?
too.
Speak of the devil, he doth appear.
No, it wasn't musical. I think it was named like Scarab Beetle or something.
Sphinx.
That he's talking about.
Musical nerds will get the reference.
Do get the reference. I'm just trying to leeway into the next part.
Yeah.
I might have an idea as to where Charlotte may have gone.
What do you think?
Think about it. The day after every single trial, another area opens up to us. Perhaps today is no different, and maybe Charlotte decided to get a head start.
That might be a good idea. Let's go.
I'll stay here. You know,
Alone?
Yeah, you know, in case someone else shows up.
Again, alone. That's gotta be the most ridiculous idea you ever heard of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I must also take my own. I'm not going to be with you all. When
Well, as long as you guys stick together, I think it's okay.
actually, I was gonna be alone.
Actually, that brings up a good point.
Yeah.
As far as we know, Wisteria and Richie are also missing. Perhaps it would be safest if all of us were alone.
If you say so.
Like I said, I'll stay here in case anyone else shows up.
Okay.
So, whom shall we follow first?
All right, yeah. So Xavier is staying here.
Nope.
Where is
Okay,
Xavier
so-
going?
In the last episode, we that metal hatch.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. So, you sort of retrace your steps. You sort of follow the events of the last investigation, and promptly stop right before you tripped previously onto a small patch of ground covered by dried leaves and twigs, where an old rusted steel hatch is on the ground, with a large central valve smack dab in the center.
Xavier's gonna place both hands on it and use his full body weight to try and like see if it'll turn.
All right. You plant yourself down. You roll up your sleeves, plant your hands on the crank, and try to force it with all your might to get it to budge even an inch. But it doesn't move. And then you have to just sort of stop before you strain yourself any further.
He leans against a tree. What's under there? He just kind of looks around and like makes sure that neither Monomi nor Monomi are we're just standing there watching.
Either of them aren't there.
Those two not hearing. It's almost concerning to a degree. It's halfway.
Yeah, you sort of just take this moment to reflect in the silence of the woods. Do you do anything else after that?
Richie.
Not me. I need to probably my bed.
You know what? Let's just use this as the moment that Xavier
yeah.
finds Richie somewhere in the woods by the hatch.
Yes. So Xavier, you're standing there, you're reflecting, you're just kind of pondering, and then you hear footsteps approaching as Richie emerges from the fog.
Richie could see like Xavier with his hand on the.
I've had a long day.
Richie just sees like Xavier's hand near near like the side of his belt where his sword is, and Xavier just goes, "Oh, it's you, Richie.
Yeah, hey.
Where were you?"
What do I say?
It is morning, if that matters.
Sleeping? He was kind of rough, honestly.
More nightmares?
No, I just couldn't sleep.
He's trying to open this hatch, and Xavier just kind of lightly kicks it.
Kang.
Yeah, it doesn't move.
It's not budging.
If I had freaking WD-40, I'd probably do something to it, because Richie just gestures to the ridiculous amount of rest.
Yeah. I thought a little bit of brute strength would work, but it's clearly going to be a brains type of solution over bronze.
Yep.
But you never know if something will work unless you don't try it. You know, it's a little wild.
Hmm?
Stop and think about everything that's happened.
Yep.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh,
We all just thought we were going to a summer camp, but then turns out it's fight for our lives.
This is the most lethal version of the phrase, shit happens. Because this is definitely shit, and it definitely happened.
Xavier nods. Plus also the fact that we apparently willingly put ourselves in this situation.
And is that end scene?
Yeah, I'd say that's a good place to end it.
Alright, Circe, you make your way through zone 3 and you see that another batch of trees has been lowered.
yep, just like it was said.
And to your surprise, you see someone already there.
Oh.
Syria.
Hey, Wisteria!
She's finally here, thankfully, so we can actually get her into the scene.
Wisteria!
Hello. How do you do?
Hey, we were looking for you. And two others,
That's intriguing.
yeah, you disappeared suddenly and, well, you get what I mean. I guess the others have started to explore as well.
Yes, I suppose that would be what most of them are up to. Personally, I don't find much reason to do so anymore.
How so? Like, what'd you find so far?
Nothing.
Nothing in this new area?
Nothing of interest, no.
Shall we explore the new area then, girls?
Yeah.
If you insist.
You guys walk over, and the first thing you see is a tall manor. I forgot to add this to the maps. Hang on.
What the hell is a manor doing in the middle of a forest?
So, the fog surrounds this manor as well. It looks very old as, ivy starts to creep up the sides and cobwebs tangle around the corners of the windows. The path leading up to this even has what can only be described as a cemetery with small little graves with markings on them that read things like Colin Sick, Barry D. Hatchet, and I'll explain later.
I got the joke!
But really, there are 9 certain graves that stand out. Out in a blaze of glory marks the grave of Eric O'Ryan.
Eric O'Ryan?
Sleeping with the fishes marks the grave of Marjan Kian.
Oh, that's deep.
This is our camp! This is our full camper's graves!
And I'll just read the rest in order. Bringing the house down.
God damn it.
So down to earth. A real pain in the neck. The best bear hugs. Free falling. Swamped with adoration, the newest grim, grinning ghost.
Wow.
Already.
So this is where they all are.
Well,
Quite.
where they're buried at least.
Not quite.
You ever heard of a cenotaph?
One, no, two, what's that? This things are buttoned up in this.
You see, a cenotaph is a grave without a body in it.
A ceremonial grave, if you will.
Exactly. Used to mark people who are, elsewhere.
Okay,
Wait.
fair enough.
And bear.
At least half the people in there's bodies wouldn't really be easily buriable in the first place.
Again,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yep. I just thought that a few graves up top, a nice little, reminder.
And that's not even the most disturbing part.
I'm guessing there's fresh graves for the rest of us.
Off in the distance, you see a gray building that is maybe a story and a half tall. You guys open the door and you see a memorial for everyone who's died so far.
So that's where the memorial went.
And that's the bittersweet part. The disturbing part is right below an empty coffin.
And
Well,
inside
not
that
really empty. Monomi is asleep there.
Monomi? Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Getting all these bodies and moving them here is too tiring.
Oh,
Monomi? How'd you get in the coffin?
I mean, I don't know, I guess it's just comfy in here.
the lid's not on, by the way.
Okay, well, in this coffin did make sure that whoever slept in there would be snug, but the point still stands.
I see you discovered this new place.
Yep.
There's still one area left for you to explore, and that is the manor itself.
Well, all that's left is the big spooky manor.
Yep.
Yep. So, you two walk, get on the rickety porch. The door opens for you.
with an eerie creak, you guys can peer into the manor's foyer. Right in front of you, you see a large staircase that ascends to the second floor of the manor, and two hallways leading down to the east and the west wing.
Shall we flip who goes which way?
Actually, before that, where would Richie and Xavier be around after their little meetup?
Would they be on their way?
Yeah, I can imagine like they'd be looking for where the new area would be.
Right. Sometime. Yeah. So you would come along this same path. Roughly later, you would see, the graves and the mausoleum, and then the manor with the door open.
Meeting with Circe and Wisteria.
Yes.
Well, I've seen enough horror movies to know where not to go. It's like the moment you hear screaming, Xavier just kind of jumps. Like,
Oh, it's just us. It's just
Whoa!
us. It's just us.
Well, it's more than just a scream. She also tried to swing a punch because of the scare. Of course she misses, but still.
It's just us.
Sorry, it's entering a big mansion like this, hearing a voice coming from behind you can't help it.
Yeah, I know, it's like something out of the theme park ride.
So what's with people in spoken maze? God, Jesus, they rank their games.
So, with that being said, you guys travel upstairs first.
Yes. Currently in the foyer leads to 3 different places. You can go upstairs, down the west hallway, or the east hallway.
Well, I can take the upstairs.
I guess I'll go to the east hallway.
What about you?
I'll take the west wing.
And Wisteria, where is she going?
I'm also taking the west wing.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'll start with the 2 of you who are going west. You walk down the hallway, and the floorboards kind of creak under your steps. This house is very old and dusty. You do encounter a few doors along the way in the hallway, but they don't seem to open at all, almost like they are entirely false, not real doors. You do, however, come across a real door, which opens into what looks like a greenhouse. It is a large, long room with large glass windows making up the roof or the ceiling and the one of the walls to allow some sunlight in, but again with the weather it's still kind of dim. There are lots of plants growing in different pots and rows, and it looks like there is a closet at the far back.
And then there better not be any blood-eating pods.
Any what?
It's a reference to the musical Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that. Why didn't you say so? You could have said Audrey.
Well, I guess there's nowhere to go except the closet.
You guys
Okay. You open the closet at the back. There seem to be some tools like trowels, a small handheld rake, some empty clay pots, and a satchel of soil. But the thing that's in the center of this closet is a large, tall bush. It grows to be about 3 feet high with these triangular pointy leaves and small white berries growing along the stem.
That's not a shrub, that's a full-on hedge!
And Buck says those are poisonous.
You'll see.
Oh, jeez, it's ready to be poised.
I
And
see burn in the fire.
I'm not daring you $10 to eat those. I'm just saying those are probably poisonous, so we should eat those.
Other than that, little
Yes.
supply
And,
closet.
Yeah, so, do you do anything else in the greenhouse?
It does give you a nice view of the cemetery that's not too far off.
Despite the fog.
Yeah, Richie, Moisture, anything?
I kind of, Richie would kind of want to explore the greenhouse just to make sure there's nothing that he's absolutely certain is poisonous.
Okay, well,
What's that supposed to be?
you leave the bush of white berries where it is, and you sort of circle back around to the other plants. It looks like there are tomatoes, carrots, basil, leeks, and towards the entrance, something that you didn't see coming in are roses, colored in a verdant chartreuse.
Ah, damn, I was about to make a pink and the roses red joke.
It's the green roses for Eric.
He doesn't say anything, but it's very clear that breaks his fucking heart. Well, I guess now we know where those seeds came from.
Anything else
All right.
before we end the scene?
Unless Wisteria wants to do anything, I'm good.
Yeah,
Mysterious time.
so, okay.
What
I
did
think
Wisteria
that's-
say?
So we're free to move on?
Yes.
Okay,
East wing.
So,
With
in the
Xavier.
East Wing, once again, it's just Xavier, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you wander down this hallway, and you find a set of double doors on your left.
Xavier's just gonna let me push on the door, see if they budge.
They do indeed open. The room is mostly dark, but there is a lit candelabra on one of the tables. And it provides just enough light to you to see that these walls are covered all the way in bookshelves, of course, filled with various volumes. Opening the door also lets out a loud creak as Friedrich is there, and he looks over his shoulder, holding a book in one hand and a single candle holder in the other. So you've arrived.
Why am I not surprised to see you in here?
Well, I told you I was going to go investigate. It's only a matter of time before you showed up.
You're not wrong.
There is something rather peculiar I feel like I should mention. This library, it's nearly identical to the one just outside that bar.
You're not wrong.
I mean it, the tomes in here are almost identical down to the very same edition. And as such, many of these books happen to pertain to our individual talents.
Some of the books from the library must have come from in here.
Not just some of them, every single one. I don't know. I suppose they're not entirely identical, as he sort of flips the pages in the book that he's holding, and he shows that the book he's currently holding, some of the pages are very badly torn, almost illegible.
It's like a cat got to it.
Or it could be just age. Still,
Or that bear.
Still, content seems to be almost exactly word for word, but, I see very little use in here.
You never never know. Some people say that books can be your greatest weapon.
So let's see. As he
Knowledge is power! It's schoolhouse rookie. From your
He-
different schoolhouse
ahem.
Get sued!
Sorry.
So Friedrich passes by you. He hands you the candle holder that he was holding, and picks up the candelabra for himself. Do watch your step. It gets very dark in here.
Hell.
As he makes his leave.
Xavier's going to start examining the bookshelves.
Okay. Yeah, you lightly skim by the covers on the spines of the books, and you see books about spectrology, books about history, books about aviation, bird watching, even botany.
Why do I feel like there's gonna be a Young Frankenstein reference where he finds the hidden room in the bookshelves and he says, "Put the candle back."
So those are the books you see.
Xavier's gonna
Actually,
pull one.
as you yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you start to pull a book out, and something else falls onto the floor right next to you.
Pardon.
It's a small sheet of paper.
Oh.
Xavier picks it up and puts it in his pocket for later.
You don't read it right away?
No, he doesn't want to accidentally set it on fire.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I mean, fair enough. You don't want to set a love letter on fire. I mean, what?
All right then. Yeah.
I mean, I think Monokuma would be pissed if Xavier set the entire building on fire by accident.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah. You do. What were you gonna say before that?
Xavier's gonna make sure that there's no books that seem out of place that almost kind of give you that pull me vibe.
You look for books that seem just a little too noticeable, and you actually find this big, fat, almost encyclopedic book. But as you pull it out, you find that there's no switch attached to it, but it feels very light.
Xavier's gonna open this encyclopedic book.
Okay. You find that the inside is completely hollow. It's not a book. In fact, it's a box that looks like a book.
Ah, the old box book trick. Wait, this is at the convenience stores.
Is there anything in it?
There is what looks like a key ring with 4 silvery keys attached onto it.
Xavier's gonna put that in his pocket.
Actually, not 4, more like 7.
7 keys.
Yeah.
God.
They don't seem to be. They don't look all too different from each other.
Xavier's face just kind of slaps his forehead and is like, oh God. 7 students, 7 keys.
Coincidence.
Probably not.
Anyway,
Xavier's gonna take the keys.
yes. Okay, so you have the keys and you have the small parchment, but that pretty much concludes it for the library. Now we have the upstairs crew, which is Circe and
Just Circe.
Torrance. Oh, just Circe.
Torrance is still in the mess hall.
Okay. Right. So, Circe, you ascend the stairs to the 2nd floor, and once again you see the hallway sort of split into east and west wings.
This is a goddamn maze.
It's not.
It's, well, not too complicated. But,
It's very simple in its structure,
Facetious.
yeah.
but it's dark.
Not only that, it doesn't help with the scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do hear a creaking sound coming from above.
Cue anime shiver here.
A ladder descends from the ceiling. And you see a familiar, friendly face climb down. It's Charlotte.
Charlotte!
What? Circe, are you alright?
I'm just glad that you're here. It's a little spooky in here. Doesn't help with the weather.
I got a head start on exploring this new place.
I understand. Well, maybe you should have left a note because we were all worried about you.
There's nothing really up there in the attic, just old furniture all covered in cloaks and sheets.
Well, there's 2 other hallways left in here.
That is true, Charlotte says, kicking the ladder so it just recedes back into the ceiling. I'm guessing you want to stick together, right?
Please.
Charlotte then joins you as you both travel down the east wing. Nothing much. You see a bathroom.
All right, wait.
With
So, are you
all
heading
of
to
the,
the east or the west hallway?
To be fair, there's not much of a difference between them. I mean, if our plan is okay, if our floor plan isn't set.
I'll take the lead on the descriptions at least.
Okay.
But yeah, so east or west?
East.
All right. To the east, you find 3 rooms. 2 of the rooms are right next to each other on the hallway, and they look pretty much identical. They look to be small bedrooms, all covered in dust, and each one with a bed and a dresser and whatnot, but also with a small room off to the side, which leads to a tiny bathroom. And so each of these bedrooms has their own bathroom, mind you.
Yeah.
Directly.
Well, it's good to see that they have their own bathroom at least.
And directly across, on the other side of the hallway, is an open door which leads to what looks like a large pantry of sorts.
Whoa, that's large. That's a big pantry.
What's
Then
the
again,
kitchen
what
doing on the
normal-
second floor?
Yeah, inside this pantry are cans of food, bits of bread all wrapped in cloth, all kinds of jars worth of things, and also a conspicuously placed sack with not a sack, but a bottle with a skull and crossbones resembling a rat on the label.
Rat poison. Although, doesn't seem to be too empty on the rat poison bottle.
It does seem to be like at least half full. The
What? I said completely empty. I didn't say it was full.
well, yeah. So the
It's
bottle
halfway.
is opaque. You can't really see through it. But just sort of like picking it up and swishing it around, there's
There is
definitely a
some.
considerable amount.
Let's
splashing
not
around.
mess with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Charlotte then takes the bottle and puts it back on the highest shelf. That's odd. I mean,
What is it?
why would the kitchen be up here? I imagine there'd be more room downstairs and it would make more sense for it to be downstairs, but
maybe this has more than one kitchen. I mean, it is a mansion.
That's
Well,
true.
then again, I wouldn't know what. Then again, I wouldn't understand mansions layouts.
That is understandable. So the bedrooms and the bathrooms are in the east wing, and we already went to the west, correct?
I don't think you did.
No, we didn't. You said we went to the east.
Yes. So down to the west wing then.
Yes, the West Wing is roughly the same. There are a set of 2 more bedrooms, nearly identical to the other ones in the East Wing. And
I thought there were 2 bedrooms.
oh yes, there are. Yes, my mistake. So
There are just 2.
yes, there are 2 bedrooms. One in the east, one in the west, and the pantry in the east.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Onion-chan.
Charlotte notices something on the bed.
I'm getting bad vibes.
A folder. She picks it up and then sees something slip out.
Ah!
It's a photograph of all 16 of you, all smiley, happy and shiny. Two of them are holding up a banner. Last day of summer.
When Circe picked up the photo, you can just see it's like the anime pose where the character is completely white frozen.
Yes.
Picture that.
Yeah. Well, we have been here longer than we are believed to have been, so I guess this only makes sense.
But to have been into this place, though. Also, is it just me, or do you feel like you're being watched?
Here, come sit down.
She sits
on the bed. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the game's getting to me or this creepy manner.
To be honest, they're kind of getting to me too. Charlotte finally opens the folder. Killing School Life.
Holy crap, this is a file of the killing games!
All began roughly 2012, the year the world ended.
When was the world ending?
2012, that was 10 years ago, right?
That's not possible. There's no way the world has ended. We're all still alive, right?
Settle down, just relax. A single pair of high schoolers from the original Hope's Peak Academy in Japan were responsible for many deaths, from that of the student council to that of a class representative and many others. They were able to recruit upperclassmen to join them as they plunged the world into apocalyptic despair, known simply as the tragedy. From there, they have forced their own class into a killing game at the very school they attended, having been converted into a sanctuary. Between then and now, multiple killing games have taken place.
Sega?
I'm still here.
Sorry, you cut out
cut
that scary part.
It's okay. I'll just post it in text because I am almost certain that the There we go. The chat heard me. Let me post it. I'm just gonna post it to you. Boom. So we were.
Multiple killing games? You mean there's been more than one?
Monomi has already stated as such, but between over 10 years?
I mean, yeah, but I knew there were more, but over the span of 10 years? This does not help.
And the year the world ended, I mean, most of us were probably kindergarten back then, but I think we remember the world ending, right?
Yeah, how is that possible?
I don't know. But I think we should get to the others.
Yeah. Save me in numbers.
Circe and Charlotte head back downstairs to...
Yes. In the middle of the foyer, everybody sort of converges. Circe and Charlotte coming down from the stairs, Richie and Mysteria from their hallway, and Friedrich and Torrance already there. As everybody
And Xavier.
is now yes, Xavier joins, and everybody is together for the first time today.
Oh my gosh. So this is where you all went.
Rich,
How's your day been? Mine's been terrible.
Torrance,
Well,
Richie a
we
hug.
did discover something in one of the upstairs bedrooms.
Charlotte hands Friedrich the folder.
Friedrich
And
looks over. Yeah, Friedrich
And
looks
he
over it.
passes, and then passes the photo to everyone else.
And this confirms what Monomi said. There have been more. It's just over the span of 10 years.
Oh shit.
You sort of
And
see.
it's worse. And it gets worse. Read.
Yeah, Friedrich sort of silently reads it to himself, his eyes sort of darting over the lines, and then sort of studies the photo with a bizarre focus before, passing it along to everybody else to read.
I feel like he would freeze at the words "end of the world."
Yeah.
Well, you would think,
End
but
of the world?
Yeah.
I think I will remember the world ending. Right?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
our questions don't end there. As long as we're playing show and tell, I also found something worth mentioning.
What's
As
that?
he reaches into his coat pocket and retrieves a document of his own. He sort of shows you the front of it, which has in large letters SPHYNX.
Sphinx.
Al?
Sphinx is known as the Special Program of Hopeful Youth's Nexus Experience.
Wait a minute. In one of the notes that we found, didn't they mention about the Sphinx project?
They
There's
did
more.
mention Sphinx, yes.
Sphinx is a covert espionage and reconnaissance organization.
So,
It has been known to recruit adolescents into their ranks and has gone outside the target demographic when they see exceptional potential.
so
best
wait, spies? They're a
From
spy
the sound.
organization.
From the sound of it, yes.
But what's this also got to do with Hope's Peak? I mean, were they joining together to get spies to do their bidding?
I think we should let him finish.
I'm not quite certain yet, but this document does bring something else to light.
What's that?
At any given time, the Sphinx organization gives a title, a special code name to the most elite among its ranks, simply named Minerva. Think of it like a torch being passed from the best of their ranks to the other,
Oh,
across
like
all years of
007
their
from James
operation.
Bond, right?
If that is how you wish to process it, then yes.
Charlotte takes the folder and gives it a look through. Do you mind if I keep this on hand?
Go right ahead. What we can do now, I'm afraid, is speculate as to why Sphinx is involved with Hope's Peak quest.
Well, my theory's not that far off, it seems.
Xavier, now that everyone's here, would you like to open the parchment?
Or at least show them the keys.
Xavier, you there?
Bendy?
You might be AFK.
Sorry.
No, there he is.
I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Whack, whack.
Xavier's just gonna say I didn't find anything.
Okay.
I mean, he would have to show something in order to avoid suspicion.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to.
Yeah,
But-
Preacher could have easily taken the only thing that was worth interest.
You did say that
Okay.
you found a little. He did say that
You-
Xavier
yes.
found a parchment earlier, right?
Yes. So Xavier has this parchment, but he hasn't read it himself. But if he doesn't wish to say anything about it now, that's his choice.
Alright.
I don't want to say anything about the keys or the parchment right now.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Keeping his trap shut until.
Yeah. So.
Just let me
Um,
know when you want to read it to yourself, and I'll send the deeds to you.
Or yeah, DM either of us. Okay, so, yes, as this conversation is going on, you all hear the sound of creaking hinges as the front door slowly moves and slams shut. And you hear,
He jumps up into Charlotte's arms just like how Scooby and Shaggy do.
and then you hear a metallic clicking.
No, 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 no! Collins runs to the door and tries opening it. No, 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 no!
Don't say that we're locked in here, don't say that we're locked in here, don't say that we're locked in here!
You're all locked in there!
Xavier, he literally just screams, "Why are you doing this?"
Oh, why am I doing this? I don't know. Maybe I thought it would spice up the killing game a little this time. I was right.
You've gone too far this time. Let them out.
No.
You motherfucker.
Oh, and just so you know, this isn't due to a motive or anything. I'm not gonna let you get out if somebody dies. Oh well, unless.
Unless?
No.
Well, I guess if somebody does die, we'd have to do a trial anyway. But
When will we get to the island if you've locked us in here?
He's got a point!
true, good point. I guess I'll have to spend a little time deliberating on this.
Bastard of a bear!
Oh.
Let's try to escape through the window. Surely this can't be the only exit.
You all try opening the windows, but the glass doesn't break, and the windows appear to be sealed shut. But you do notice something. Snow.
No.
You
No.
look outside, and it is starting to snow.
Everything I know is a lie.
I mean, at least we're warm inside, you're right.
I'm missing the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Smack!
What?
No, like that's...
Get
that
over
was-
yourself!
Yeah, that was more of a get a hold of yourself slap, like, smack!
Yeah. Xavier pulls out his sword and walks to the front door. This work to the bathroom. Why not here? Xavier just swings his sword at the door, trying to like literally break it open.
You hack your blade into the door, trying to hack it down Shining style, when you are suddenly greeted by a jolt of electricity.
He drops his
Xavier!
sword.
Shit! Oh, I knew setting up that car battery was a good idea.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Okay, you really are a motherfucker.
Xavier literally yells back. I think it's easier to list what isn't wrong with him.
He's got a point. Anyway, just get cozy.
He everyone can see like Xavier kind of like clenching and like kind of opening and closing his hand, like seeing if he still has like feeling.
Yeah, there's not lasting damage. It's just it was unpleasant for a moment, but the pain is quickly fading.
Are you okay, Xavier?
Damn bear rigged up a car battery.
Yeah, we heard that from the door!
Looks like we're stuck in here.
Well, at least we're not freezing to death.
Don't. say
Ooh.
that. Oh boy.
You did fix the heating system, right?
The heating was it?
You dumbass!
Die in here.
You jinxed it!
Not exactly, remember? Like Circe points to her hand.
Oh yes, witch. Heat spells. Good idea.
Also, technically, Xavier is wearing long sleeves.
Yeah.
Like a
So-
coat that'll keep his heat in.
As far as I know, only one of us is ill equipped for the cold, and that is our cheerleader. In more ways than one, because she's from Cali, where it hardly snows.
Like Xavier kind of unties the knot keeping his cloak on him and ties it up on. Basically, gives it to the cheerleader so she doesn't freeze to death.
Thanks. Ooh.
This should keep any heat from escaping.
Alright guys, let's go find some wood and put it into the fireplace. I'll handle the rest.
Thankfully, there is a fireplace in the foyer.
But there's no firewood, isn't it?
The greenhouse.
Yeah,
But it sticks, but it's better than nothing.
yeah.
Charlotte and Circe head over to the greenhouse, grab as many sticks as they could, and toss it into the empty fireplace. Alright, Circe, do your magic.
She does so as she starts the flame on her hands and quickly puts the fire onto the firewood.
Whew. This is not okay. So, how long are we gonna be stuck here?
Well, according to the bear, until one of us dies.
Until one of us dies or until we find a way out. Unfortunately, knowing our track record, one of those is more likely.
Well, there's a kitchen in here, right? There should be food.
They're probably
The
fire.
fire didn't fix the heating system in here. What do you think the odds are that he left food?
There is a pantry upstairs, but that does not
I can't
contain
breathe.
much food.
Xavier gets up, I'm gonna do a bit more exploring.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'll do so as well.
Preferably alone.
I
Oh.
agree. It's best to divide and conquer.
I'm gonna stick with you, Charlotte, if that's okay.
More than okay.
Okay. So where does Xavier go?
He goes into the greenhouse.
Okay. Yeah, you find exactly what the others found. Lots of plants, some vegetables. You find the bush of green roses and the bush in the closet with the white berries.
Interesting. Xavier pulls out the parchment and unfolds to read it.
Okay. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to bring you into the secret channel so that I can tell you exactly what this is.
Oh god, this feels like you might as well be telling me, Travis, get a pen.
Okay. So, you guys have been here long enough that you see the sun starting to set and it's start to get even colder. There are 2 bedrooms upstairs. I suggest we...
I think before we do so, I think we should find another fireplace on the second floor so we won't freeze to death.
You guys all head upstairs. You don't find any luck so far until you reach the master bedroom. And you see another fireplace.
Bingo! And it's a good thing I grabbed I kept some of the other sticks just in case.
I mean,
Are you
all of
cold?
us can sleep in here, or some of us can sleep in the other cold room.
I'd say let's all stay here, so that, besides, I don't want anyone to freeze to death.
Me too. Torrance is
Agreed.
still shivering.
Come on. I'll move up here.
Yeah, Circe heads over to the fire to put the wood in and gets it ready to get warm. Just stay by the fire, and you'll be all right. Okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 1 bed. And, well, thankfully, it's not a twin bed like you're used to in the cabins. No, it's a king.
AKA the biggest bed.
No, the biggest would be a California king. Torrance immediately gets under the covers, still shivering. Just keep the door open so at least the heat spreads throughout the second floor.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure the fire is being fed.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier, but everyone can hear the clear footsteps of Xavier coming from the greenhouse.
Those 2 upstairs.
Yeah, and just jingle, 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 jingle. Just what sounds like metal hitting metal.
Xavier, over here!
And he doesn't really see anything as he kind of walks towards the front door and pulls out a set of 7 keys.
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
And he tries one of them on the door.
Step.
2.
He Xavier then under his breath he's like, damn it, I forgot.
So you're not gonna try any of the other keys. Smart.
Well, I mean, unless he wants to be a fried Xander.
Circe,
Xavier
you're
can,
noticing him from the
again-
top of the stairs, I assume.
Again, Xavier's just shaking his hands like, right, car battery.
I mean, oh god, Benny's gonna kill me. I mean, there's always Plan Xander.
No! No! None of us are charismatic enough.
I get it. It's a force
I
reference.
you, Benny, I'm sorry.
All right. So Circe notices this from the top of the stairs at the second floor, I assume.
Yep.
So, do you want to bring him upstairs so he can sleep?
Yeah. Hey, Xander.
Xavier.
Oh, sorry, Xavier.
Yeah?
We're all in the master bedroom.
Xavier heads. He follows her up to the master bedroom.
Luckily, we found another fireplace, one that's good enough to make sure our Cali girl stays warm. Although you may want to keep the door open so that way the second floor can get warm.
Yeah.
In this case, it's good to let the warm out.
Absolutely.
At this point, I think it would become clear that something clicks in Xavier's head. This door has a keyhole.
Don't think of locking us in here.
Well, no one else kind of will only know is that Xavier has something metal on him.
Well, I mean, Circe did watch him get electrocuted again.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, true. Xavier kind of closes the door and tries one of the keys on the door.
All right.
What did I just say, Xavier?
You
Thankfully-
insert the key and you twist it and you feel it click. And then when you try the door handle, it's sturdily locked.
Wait, how did you lock the door?
Unlock the door.
Can you?
Yeah, Xavier unlocks the door and pulls up the one of the keys. This.
Whoa, these must be keys to the manor. Wait, why are there only 7?
7 keys, 7 students, 7 rooms.
Well, at least we now know what one of the rooms is for.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Actually, I've made a mistake. Because there are only 2 bedrooms, there are actually 5 keys.
Oh,
So let's see. 2 bedrooms. 1 for the
Yeah.
pantry, 1 for the
Yeah,
library, 1 for the front door,
You-
So one of those has got to work.
1 for the greenhouse,
that damn bear.
and 1 for the pantry. There we go. It's 7.
I don't think that's easier said than done. I did see Xavier use one of the keys on the door and electrocute it again.
That damn bear still has that damn car battery strapped up.
He
Yeah.
still doesn't want to let us leave until someone dies.
He kind of looks at everyone and to prevent anyone from getting any ideas, I'm gonna hold on to these.
Okay.
Yeah, probably be the best idea.
Okay. So, question, has everybody agreed that they're going to be staying in the master bedroom, or do some of you actually want to go sleep in the other bedroom?
I gotta make sure she doesn't free, alright?
Aww. He's holding his little sister.
Oh.
Friedrich, where does he sleep?
Well, I did say that there were only 2 bedrooms, but I suppose if there's enough beds,
There's only 1 bed in each room.
yes. Well then, I think Well, he would offer to take up the library, or at least retire there at night.
Ah, so the wisteria plan.
Mayhaps.
So,
Out of character, if a serious player could talk, they'd probably be disputing this very heavily.
Yeah.
The keys or the library?
The library.
sleeping in the library. So, yeah. So, if I got this correct, most everyone is sleeping in the master bedroom. Friedrich is sleeping in the library.
I know I'm staying in the master bedroom. I mean, no one's got to keep the second floor fire fed.
No one's taking the second bedroom then?
And, okay, mysterious player. Okay, once again, out of character, mysterious player typed, they want library again.
They want
Got it.
library again, so.
In that case, Friedrich would let Wisteria have the library
And take
and
the second
ask to
bedroom.
take the second bedroom.
Okay. So, 5 people in the master bedroom, 1 in the library, 1 in the second bedroom.
Xavier's gonna take the other,
Xavier's also going to take the second bedroom?
someone's already in there?
Yeah.
Friedrich.
Retread.
Oh.
Yeah, Fred-
I mean, the bed's big enough to fit 2 people anyway.
No. Granted.
I mean, there's always Frederick.
Friedrich.
Yeah.
I'm making a young Frankenstein go where Igor keeps calling him
okay.
Frederick Frederick.
Anyway,
You know what? We did say.
I think there might be a chair in the other bedroom for Xavier to sleep in.
Yeah. No. Xavier. This is tough.
Oh yeah, there is an attic.
You know what? Xavier's just gonna sleep in the attic.
Okay. So, 4 in the master, 1 in the second bedroom, 1 in the library, 1 in the attic. Are we decided?
Yep.
Yes.
So, you all sleep the night. Charlotte,
It gets very dark.
Charlotte and Circe sleep in chairs by the fire. Torrance and Reggie have the bed.
Taking turns keep putting wood in the fire.
Right. You were saying, Monokuma?
No, I'm just laying the scene.
Okay. And, of course, Richie wakes up suddenly to another nightmare.
What was it? Sorry.
Something that you guys do indeed notice also as the hours roll by and the sun sets. There is no evening announcement.
Why didn't the evening announcements go off? You think Monica would be responsible to do that?
I'm guessing since we're all under one roof anyway.
But he even still does that every hour on the hour. I count.
Here's what I'm thinking. He's too busy maintaining that car battery outside.
Probably, yeah.
Might be the only reason at this point.
Probably to keep the snow from getting to it.
I
And
assume there's like ducting. That's why
What?
like goes up to like the attic and stuff.
you mean vents?
Yeah, like vents and shit.
No.
It's an old place, so air ducts aren't really installed.
Yeah.
In other words, this is an old-fashioned manner.
Electricity
Yes.
isn't even installed in this place.
No. That's why it's pitch black by the time the sun sets.
Why do you think Monokuma made this Usami summer home? So yeah, back to Richie. Waking up from another nightmare.
Yes, actually, this would be a great time for me to narrate the thing that I was going to. So,
Yes.
your nightmares have been following the same pattern. You hear the screaming of voices that have passed. You hear the screaming of voices that you don't recognize. You hear the clanging and crashing and buzzing of all different types of machines. And then something changes. It's black and stillness in your dream. You hear breathing, but it is not your own breathing. It starts off shaky, almost exhausted, almost out of breath, almost like somebody in a complete panic. And then it slowly evens out and grows more and more calm and deeper, until when they finally take a big breath in, you awake. It is, well, you can't really tell what exact time it is, but there's only the faintest suggestion of light coming through in the window. Any candles that you had are snuffed out, and all is still and quiet.
And you
What?
see everyone else asleep.
The hell?
Still.
What's that? Hells no.
You alright?
Yeah. We dream.
Have you been having these every night?
Yes.
Come here. Let me just... Torrance just wraps her arms around him.
Thank you.
We're gonna get through this, right?
God, I sure hope so.
Okay, so yeah, in the middle of the night, everybody, I'm assuming everybody just nods off and tries to get through till morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Xavier, you're a bit uneasy.
Okay, I see. All right.
And also what he read.
Right. So I'm just going to take a quick moment to just sort of, just tell somebody some things in private.
Okay.
And I'm going to start with Richie. So get over here.
Okay.
I hate it whenever he wants to talk with us in private.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
So-
Green, if you're listening to the playback on this, just want to know what we said. It's always interesting, but I always hate it because I never know what to expect.
Yep.
In the meantime, everybody wakes up the next day. You guys have officially been, like, not counting the time skips in memory, you guys have officially been here for 2 weeks.
For how long?
2 weeks. Technically, you've been here for at least 6 months, but officially 2 weeks.
Dang, we've been here forever.
Yeah. So, you guys have some free time. Richie, since you were the first one to come back, who would you like to spend the day with?
Well, I gotta teach her ways to handle the cold.
Yeah.
The old tricks of the trade.
Torrance is still in the bedroom. She's turned herself into a blanket burrito at this point.
Incoming vehicle into Blanket Town.
What the hell, Richie? Huh. Is this what you have to deal with every winter?
Well, outside, all the yes. But normally, we at least had heating.
Venus,
Yes?
Green said he would like to talk to Circe next.
Alright, Circe,
On.
go right in.
Hang on.
Alright, we are in. This is why I started with Richie, since he picked Richie first.
Where do I
Yeah.
Hang on.
go? Do I go off topic or where do you go?
I think they'll just drag you in.
Yes.
It's a very punny named channel.
Yes. And then with that she goes. So, you deal with this every winter?
Yep.
Oh, that. I hate.
Snow looks so pretty, and yet.
It's cold as balls. Always has been, always will be.
How do you do it?
2 ways. 1, you get used to it over the years. And 2, lots of heavy clothing.
Well, a cheer uniform ain't exactly winter material.
I mean, I'm barely surviving it is. If I wasn't used to it, I'd probably be shivering just as much as you. I mean, look at me, short sleeves, shorts.
Hate to interrupt, but Richie, drag the Fury over there.
Alright.
I can't drag her over there. No, honestly, they could also just like, they could probably also just do like text chat if she's really not like doing a lot of talking.
And I just sent her a text. Expect Monokuma to drag you in. Okay.
She can hear us, I know that.
Anyway, back to the scene.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh god damn it, I lost my place.
Okay, so is Wisteria gonna send over, or did I just...
It would probably be easier to text chat because I know she can hear us, but I don't know if she's talking right now.
Yeah.
Well, if your microphone is muted.
Yeah.
Can we just. I'm sorry. Trying to get the scene going.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think we could just continue on as normal.
Yes.
All right, yeah. So
I
it
just
is
want
the
this to end at this point, you know?
I know.
Winter or everything else?
No, just everything. I miss Grace.
Me too.
I miss Grace.
Like I said earlier, I'm missing, like, at this point, I'm probably missing all the fun stuff. Think of my parents who are probably going to have to spend Christmas not knowing where their kid is. Think of all of our families.
I'm thinking of
And the
Grace's
fact-
family. They're gonna have to spend their Christmas knowing their daughter is dead.
You cut off.
I'm thinking of Grace's family. They're gonna have to spend Christmas knowing that their daughter is dead.
I know. And Eric's family and Marshawn's
Everybody's.
and Lawrence's.
Except one.
I want to see her again.
You guys are forgetting one because technically she doesn't have a family no more.
Oh yeah. Circe and Daya and Charlotte don't have families.
And all that.
Anyway.
I did hear that Circe could do something, but I don't think she could do it here and or now.
I mean, if you could, I'd appreciate it.
Everyone deserves closure, that's it, honestly.
You ring?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I was literally just talking about you.
hi.
I remember hearing from, I think Santa about you could do some sort of seance thing. If you can, please connect towards the Grace. If it's possible, do it like here and all that.
No problem. Oh, it's a good thing I was smart enough to bring the board here.
How convenient.
Torrance
Hey.
just stays all curled up on the bed as
I mean, she's a witch. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow invented actual hammer space.
alright.
That's an old wives' tale and you know it.
Alright, so you set up the board and well, time for the seance to begin.
Remind me who my contact again?
Grace.
Okay.
Grace.
Grace, are you here?
Yes.
Alright, she's here. What do you guys want to know?
I don't know if I'm the one who wants to know stuff. I think it's her.
Are you okay? Wait, is there a marker that says I don't know?
There's yes, no, in the letters, hello and goodbye.
So she spells out I don't know.
Oh shit, I don't remember.
Good to know that Lanakuma didn't really exercise yet. Otherwise, we can't be
Not
together.
necessarily. Exercising means you're getting rid of them from the human world, not necessarily the spirit world.
STILLRUDE.
Still rude. Pretty much.
I agree with that.
I mean, he is rather rude. Look, I still want to be able to take you out on the most amazing date once we get out, but looks like neither of us are getting out of here. DONTSAYTHAT.
Don't say that. Did I get the spelling correctly?
Yes, don't say that. Torrance says
Gotcha.
we're not getting out of here.
Gotcha.
Poor girl's depressed and cold.
Don't worry, Torrance. We still got the fire going and making sure everybody stays warm.
And we at least know you got someone up there who believes in you.
Hey, we all believe ya.
Thanks. Grace, baby, I miss you. IMISSYOUTOO.
I missed you too. It's good to see that she still cares about you.
You're gonna wait for me, right? Yes. When Demi said you wanted to check on me, see if I was okay, was that true? Yes.
Don't mind me.
Do you?
Just got something in my eye.
Wait for me. be okay? Okay.
Normally one hand would be a tissue, but I have to keep my hand on the clenching.
And then and then the marker goes to goodbye.
Now I can hand Richie the tissue.
Thank you.
Thanks.
For a fact, I grabbed an actual tissue.
Nice.
Thanks. I think I want to stay in bed all day. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you're not used to cold weather. Me, I had to handle the cold 24/7 if you catch my drift.
I just had to handle it half of the year, but not the whole.
Well, that's most because I never necessarily had a home, so.
And I guess end scene. Who would? I don't have my dice on me, so I can't roll for it. So I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, just pick. Who wants to go next?
Yes, I was gonna ask who wants to go next.
I mean, I only provided my service because Richie wanted me to, so I'm still technically free.
Yeah. Xavier,
Why not?
okay.
Oh, I was about to say, why not Circe?
Oh,
So
I mean, yeah,
where do
yeah,
you,
though.
where do you want to go? Spend the day with?
I don't know. Would it be okay if I wander around until I encounter someone, or because I can't decide?
Okay. You walk through the hallway again. You see the ladder for the attic come back down.
Is Xavier still up there?
No, it's Charlotte.
Guess Charlotte wanted to check it out again, just in case she didn't miss anything.
Do you decide to climb up, or do you want to wait until she climbs down?
Yeah, I'll check. He starts climbing up.
You climb up the ladder to the attic, and you could swear you could see ghosts everywhere, but no, it's just
Sheets.
furniture covered in white sheets.
Okay, I think you would. I can tell the difference between an actual ghost and a bed sheet.
That's good. You notice Charlotte off in the corner.
Anika?
Oh, Circe, you scared me.
Sorry. What are you doing?
I guess I must have dozed off. Charlotte says, getting up.
Attic?
Yes. What are you doing
What?
here?
I was looking around and I'm sorry, last time I checked, you were still with me in the master bedroom.
Yeah, I know, but I decided to do some more looking up here. Guess
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
falling
so.
asleep.
That's understandable. Hey, maybe I can help you out. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Hey, at least they'll get more done when we do it together, right?
Yeah, of course. You guys move some of the dusty, musty sheets. You see an old couch, couple of old chairs, an armoire, a mirror that's roughly 6 feet tall.
Nice.
Some old board games, some paper dolls, some stuffed dolls. That's basically about it, though.
Well, at least there are things that won't keep us from getting bored.
I guess. Really are trapped in here until we find a way out, huh?
Yeah, but hey, at least we're all together, right?
At least, yeah. These are the only windows that open, by the way. Charlotte walks to a porthole mirror that's circular, high off the ground. But like she said, it does open, but
I doubt all of us will fit in there.
and considering we are currently 3 stories up,
We want to ride the way down.
nope, not all of us.
Well, it's very likely most of you could because it doesn't reach terminal velocity, but you'd still get injured.
Yeah,
But I was gonna say, what's those stairs?
yeah.
You're gonna get boo-boo.
Yes. I mean, the only one who could possibly fit through out of there is you. I mean,
Oh no,
you can fly.
I'm
right?
going to explore.
All right. That's fair enough.
Like
Figure
I
give it a shot.
I look through the window and see a horror movie where that's happening. I ain't going in there alone.
Fair enough. I think we should probably head back down. Wow, it looks like we spent most of the day up here.
Well, at least we found a way out. So that good thing. So it's not a complete waste.
Yeah.
And the others aren't probably gonna like this.
So,
Yep.
close
Shall
the
we?
window. Yeah. She closes the window. Both climb down the ladder and stick it back up so the ladder goes back into the attic. And end scene. Xavier.
Oh boy. Well, I have a good number of people I can hang out with.
That number being 1. Well, technically 2 if you decide to spend some time with Wisteria.
Or
With who?
choose to get alone.
Yeah, Wisteria will probably like to spend some time alone in the library.
Yeah, so will Xavier. He's got too much in his head
To spend time with anyone?
yeah.
So, yeah. I'm guessing Xavier and Wisteria spend the day alone.
We should probably ask Wisteria's player first.
Yeah. Ow! I just
Okay.
cracked to my back.
Okay, they at least say they'll be able to talk again soon, so
Okay.
not too long, but just type your answer if you are doing it alone or want to go with someone else in like the chat for now.
Yes. I mean, you could go find Friedrich.
Roderick!
Frankenstein!
What do you want to do, Xavier?
Xavier's gonna continue being alone, just kind of muddle with the information he's got.
All right. So, we still need you to do something to stall, so Wisteria can come back to non-silence.
So, I had the absolute worst time getting here today.
Oh no. This is why we had to start the session nearly 2 hours later than usual.
I-4 traffic takes no prisoners.
I blame the I-4 eyesore.
I didn't even drive past the damn eyesore.
So, Alright, so you want to be alone. What would you like to be doing alone?
Xavier?
Yeah. Let's see. Circe and Charlotte just left the attic. Richie and Torrance are still in the master bedroom together, just trying to stay warm.
Gotta keep my little sister warm, alright? I'm abandoning her.
Both are gay. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Yeah.
It's like
At this point, Richie is really just that overprotective older brother who literally just doesn't want the last person he feels close to die.
Don't worry, we'll make sure the cheerleader doesn't go out.
We have 2 gay best friends. The only problem is one's a guy, one's a girl. So they'll never hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
damn it.
You could go on to the library, you could go back to the greenhouse, you could check the pantry. In the upstairs kitchen,
Do I really want to start running gag?
Okay, I'm back.
yay!
She lives!
Wait, what's the running down?
We were stalling for so long.
What's Saber's new running gag?
None.
Oh, no, I get it now. Trying the keys. Yes, do it.
No!
Wisteria's gonna go alone.
Wisteria's also gonna go alone, stay alone in the library.
By the way, Wisteria, Monomi wants to talk to you alone.
No, it's all right. We're past that.
Everybody? Okay. Let's see. So, you're gonna be alone. Wisteria's gonna be alone. Okay.
We'll probably just keep doing our thing in the library.
So, everybody, so she just spends the day alone. Three people in the manor just spend the day alone, and only 2 pairs. And then, before y'all know it, you see the sun setting once again as day turns to night, and you all retire for the night.
Hold on. Shouldn't Circe tell me who's the bad news?
You were cutting out.
Shouldn't Circe let the government know the good news, bad news?
If you want.
Alright, everybody. I got some good news and some bad news.
Start with the good news.
We found a way out. Woohoo!
The bad news is it's in the attic, in the top, in a small window.
It looked like to be some sort of pothole window.
Now that's something. It's one of the windows that's allowed to open.
And even worse news is the only person practically able to fit through it is me, and I ain't going up there alone. I know
We can
how
find a
those
rope that we can use to like.
The
I don't
sheets.
find a rope that we can use to like make sure she's got a tether. That would be nice.
We don't want it, and I'm assuming you don't want to use the sheets to tie to keep you tethered.
Yeah.
No sheets. No
I've seen
sheets.
how, out of Twitter, I've seen how it goes well in Mythbusters.
And I've seen movies.
Yeah, well, Mythbuster sheets was actually the best material for a rope.
Not necessarily. There was another option.
And that
But
was
let's stand.
Duct tape, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The duct tape.
Duct tape. Woo.
I think maybe we should stay here a little longer. You know?
Why?
I don't know. Until we find a safer way for us to get out.
I also.
Like you said.
Either that or Xavier figures out whatever the hell he was doing down there last night.
Well, not only that, but I still don't trust going in that pothole alone. Especially that high up.
That's why I think we should stay. For, I don't know, at least one more night until we figure out a way out that doesn't involve plummeting to our dooms.
Alright. Yeah, it's actually only 3 stories. We just had a broken leg.
Yeah, I know granted one of us is gonna go alley.
For now, I think Torrance is right. And it's getting late. We should probably find another way out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we're not giving up hope.
You're not wrong.
And then, with that, everyone retires for the night. And once again, in the middle of the night, Richie has yet another nightmare with the same breathing pattern. Only this time, you feel like you recognize the breathing.
Oh.
You wake up suddenly in the middle of the night and you look down, you see Torrance still in bed with you.
In the hell is going on?
She doesn't respond.
She dead.
Rich, what do you do? Do you try waking her up or...
Richie's gonna try to feel for a pulse.
You place 2 fingers just under her jaw where her jugular is. And you try and feel that bumping, that warmth.
But
None.
you don't. Richie, I'm so sorry.
Richie screams in terror.
That's
He's got nothing left.
Does this wake up everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Circe just falls out of her chair backwards.
I should mention that because this is the middle of the night in this powerless mansion, you are fumbling in the dark.
The
When
embers of
everyone
the fireplace
gets a
howl
light.
around. Whoa. Oh my god.
Ow, my head.
Richie? Richie, what happened? What's wrong?
Oh no. Oh my god. But she was in bed, she was alive!
You hear at the bedroom door, rattling. You hear the door trying to get open. It's just like, somebody open this door. Come on, let us in.
And as Charlotte races for the door, you hear ding dong, bing bong.
Oh, she was asleep.
Another body already.
She's. Oh my god.
How?
Richie. What happened?
I don't know. She was alive. Like, last I saw her, we were doing the seance.
She. And that's where we end the session. For
That's
now.
not where we end the session. This is where we end the session. On the ultimate Canopus collapsing to his knees and breaking down. That's where we end the session. I knew this day would fucking come. I was
Richie,
never
I'm
ready.
so sorry.
We
I
were
was
all
never-
never ready.
Fucking ready.
Dang.
And honestly, this is the true heartbreaker for Richie. He's got nothing left.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this also the penultimate where the masterminds revealed?
No.
This is.
Chapter 5.
We're on chapter 5, so yeah, this brings an end to the final daily life. When we get back, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, depending on when Green Hand gets back from his trip, we will have chapter 5 of the Deadly Life. I am shaking right now.
Yeah, this is practically your last character.
I still have Charlotte.
Oh, so when I'm left with...
Not officially.
Yeah, okay.
What were you gonna say, Green?
Oh, I don't know. When I get left with one camper remaining, it'll be Beth and I, but now...
When it's the cheerleader. When it's the gay cheerleader. We suddenly get the goosebumps.